Curiosity did get the better of me, as it often does, so I decided to look to see whether I could find any more instances of my black Peckham.co.uk web address locally, in addition to those seen in my previous video. I rode slowly on my bike, looking primarily on the pavement rather than on walls, and I did uncover more anonymously made displays, which was quite exciting, a bit like a treasure hunt. The first sighting was close to where that guy tried to remove my head with his fist, if you've seen that video.
Why did you do that?
It's beside the bus depot where I believe he works, and here's another also close to where I live, but in a different direction from the bus depot. The others are also along my cycle routes, including two at two bus stops. Now, what I've noticed with all of these anonymously made adverts for my webpage, aside from them all being from the same template, although different colours have been used, is that the person or persons possibly helping me with their guerrilla tactics is very considerate when advertising my web. These pavement displays are not directly outside any person's home. Less helpful, and to a certain degree anticipated, is the lack of contact from any person visiting blackpeckham.co.uk on seeing the street art dotted around Peckham. The webpage is being visited, as you can see from my stats, and the majority living in London. I know the majority of Peckham's residents are aware of whatever the police have used to demonise me as one part of the targeting programme, an outrageously corrosive, illegal and invasive action. The Metropolitan Police are covering up this fact, along with the criminal acts of purposely trying to gaslight me about my evidence and making the most absurd claims that I believe pigeons and vehicles speak to me. Any regular viewer of my channel videos will know I've tried to capitalise on these bird brain tactics of the police by occasionally running with the theme using one of the friendlier pigeons I see and feed quite regularly, Mrs. Dovey, who you'll know is my civil partner and sometime narrator of my videos. The potential treasure alluded to earlier is within Peckham population's grasp, and that treasure is helping expose the system's cover-up of these illegal operations. But it will never materialise, and I now see Peckham's residents as accessories after the fact to this targeting and torture programme. Regardless of their feelings towards me, Peckham's residents had a chance to help prove endemic corruption within the police force and the system. They had the power to help root out this corruption, and they chose instead to maintain total silence and collaborate with and allow the corruption to persist. So my question is, are Peckham's residents the most dangerously dumb in Britain? Or if the same set of circumstances were used but replicated in different towns and villages across the country, would there still be the same outcome to that I experience here in South East London? This important topic of population collaboration is worth raising, and in the past I might have attempted to get in touch with Emily Legg's Mateless on BBC Two's Newsnight programme, Fiona Bruce on BBC One's Question Time, Andrew Marr, also a BBC One current affairs presenter, Robert Peston on ITV, and the news channels of Channel 4 and 5. Sadly, I have woken up very late in life to their combined bias, and also their eagerness to follow whichever agenda Boris Johnson appears to be pushing regarding COVID-19. So, help from mainstream media about covert targeting programmes, or a deep discussion about populations collaborating with the police, isn't going to air anytime soon.